To actually hear more about how East Texans are stepping up for one another, let's go now to our very own Emma Burns, talking more about how East Texas is doing that, teaming up with other organizations to help folks beat the heat.
Yes, of course. So today, PATH and East Texas Meals on Wheels, they are partnering up for the 5th year to donate fans, these box fans, to some senior citizens in need, mainly those who, are without air conditioning or a reliable way to cool off during the summer. So this morning I went along with them. I was able to speak with a few members of those organizations as they delivered a box fan or two to a couple of homes in Tyler. Now, one of these women, she was so grateful. Both of them actually were very grateful, but one of them has been without air conditioning for a while, and I know, the relief that many of us will feel going home after being outside all day,
Oh my
just
goodness,
being
yes.
able to bump down the thermostat, but that's a privilege not everybody has. So this allows people to have a nice way to cool down the summer in a cheap and cost-effective way. Now, it only costs about 10 cents per day to run a box fan, I believe, is what I was told. We talked to TXU Energy, who also partnered up with them to provide more box fans. Now, they're going to go into all of it, but first I kind of want to talk about heat illness in Texas. So we talk about it all the time. Hydrate, don't dehydrate. Make sure you're taking all these heat precautions if you're outside in the heat, because heat is a killer, especially in the summer in Texas. Now, taking a look at your screen, you see just how many deaths nationwide. This is according to 2022 data. However, this is still a remarkable issue every year, and the deaths keep increasing each year as it gets hotter. So you see that 59% of deaths are in adults older than 55. These box fans and these donations are targeting that age group, seniors who need the help. That higher death rate among men, just making sure you're staying cool, being outside, just all of these facts. So take the heat seriously, and that is what PATH and Meals on Wheels is doing. They're helping folks beat the heat, especially just trying to escape it in their own homes, where you should be able to be safe and comfortable. So I talked with the Meals on Wheels of East Texas executive director about this program that they're doing this year and why it's so important to them. You also get to see some of those clips this morning of them delivering those box fans.
Many of our clients do not have the ability to turn on their air or even have central AC and heating. So it's very important for them to have a fan in their home so their medications work properly, so they're not facing any other health issues because of heat.
Meals on Wheels!
You hear about heat exhaustion when people are out on the lake or in sporting events, but these people are confined to their own homes, and we don't want them to be uncomfortable in their homes. So this fan really makes a difference. 5 years ago, we distributed almost 150 fans through this project. And over the years, actually, we have seen a decline in the number of clients that need these fans because we have reached so many of them. But our newer clients, we are definitely getting a hold of them and making sure that they have a working fan or central AC. They are very appreciative. Of course, they're looking forward to that conversation and from that friendly person from Meals on Wheels, but they also welcome that nutritious meal, and this fan is just an added benefit that they receive on their routes. Our community partnerships are very important because our mission all these years, almost 53 years, has been to keep our clients in their own homes, living more independently and aging in place. And so it is very important for us to partner with other organizations so we can truly keep them in their own homes. Because without organizations like PATH and the Food Bank, we would not be able to keep them in their own homes with simply a lunch. So those partnerships are truly valuable to our mission and our clients.
Okay, so you made a good point earlier that I want to kind of circle back on. You talked about the pricing of how it's roughly 10 cents a day to run a box fan. And, there's the opportunity. Some people may have the ability to turn on the AC, but maybe not the wallet to do that.
Right, and it is expensive. We all know, we all see our energy bills shoot up when you want to kick on that AC, especially in these summer months, especially when you start getting into July and August when we're really hot outside. So this is going to be a very cost-effective way. And hey, and maybe if you're not getting one of these box fans, and you're watching this, you're like, hey, that could be a good way to save a few bucks.
Yes.
A box fan is like $20 at Walmart, I think. Now, if you have an extra $20 and you're wanting to help, PATH and Meals on Wheels are still accepting donations for these box fans to help folks. I know also the City of Tyler Animal Control and Shelter is also still waiving those adoption fees if you bring in 2 box fans. Those box fans goes toward these people as well. So you're just helping folks, beat the heat. Now, I actually had a thought in my brain that it just left it. So we'll just transition on.
We'll just leave it at that.
We'll just leave it at that. We'll talk about it more. It'll be all online for you later.
There you go, including those resources on
Including
how
those
you can help
resources.
out or how they can get in touch if maybe they need a
Of course,
fan.
especially if you need a fan. Now, I do believe that they have closed the survey for this year. They sent out a survey and just asked, do you have AC? And they also have a program where they do home repairs.
Oh,
So
wow.
they sent out that survey earlier. Now, these folks on this list for this year are going to get those box fans. A good thing about it, this was my thought that left my brain. I'm so glad you said this. The amount of people, I think she mentioned that are needing these fans is going down every year because of their reach. So there are still folks who need it, but that list is getting smaller and smaller, and those people are being able to get that relief in their home from this.
That's great to hear. Not only that, the fact that there's so many people trying to help others, but that it's working.
No, it was great. And there were so many box fans. I think last year in 2025, over the span of the year, they donated over 1,000. So this year, they are still collecting and growing and wanting to continue to help folks.
Okay, so again, those resources, those details, and how you can get in touch with the right people, kltv.com, ktre.com.
It'll be all there for you.
Thank you so much.